ladies and gentlemen. Get your pen and paper out. I'm going to keep the sauce for the end. I'm going to keep the sauce for the end, or at some point inside the video. It'll be up to you whether you find it. But I'm going to give you the secret, the ultimate secret between rich and poor people. And I'm not talking about rich people that, inherit money and things of this nature. But there's a fundamental similarity on how rich people think. And not just rich of the pocket, right? Rich of the mind. People that have achieved success, right? And it's not just about money. But I know we have a lot of young cats in the chat, right? Give me your guys' age, ladies and gentlemen. Give me the age. Give me your age range. Because I was looking at my stats, right? I was looking at my analytics, and I spotted the age range and the demographic, right? And of course, it's the demographic that I'm looking for because it's the demographic that I can resonate with. So the point here is a simple one. A lot of you guys have the same problem, which is you're poor, right? That is the fundamental problem that a lot of you guys have, and you're looking for answers, hopefully, on how to not be poor. Now, I looked for these responses myself many years ago when I started this journey. I looked for these answers on what was the fundamental difference between a rich person and a poor person. Because we understand that there has to be something in the mind is different between somebody that is homeless and somebody that owns a palace. There is some, and I'm not saying has a palace that comes from a family and things like that. I mean that has earned it, right? That has earned it. So what is the fundamental difference between a person that has money and a person that doesn't have money? And today we're going to be uncovering that. I want to share that secret with you. I want to share that principle because once you understand this, well, you can take over the world because you can't conquer the world unless you first conquer yourself, right? That is an absolute necessary ingredient to your success. You need to be able to conquer self. But most of you guys don't know how to do that, right? You don't know how to conquer self. So I don't blame you. You haven't been taught. That's why a lot of you guys are slaves. So I'm going to teach you by the end of the stream how you can get anything that you want in life. And it's make sure you have your pen and your paper out because this will change your life. Fundamentally, it will change your life for the better. If you follow to the T what I tell you today, your life will become better by multiples. It is not what if, it is a formula that is guaranteeing success. It guarantees success. Why? Because, well, it's not a formula that I created, but it's a formula that I learned. It's a formula that has been proven to be successful, and I want to share it with you, just like it was shared to me many years ago. And that was what has led me to be where I am today. So, let's get started here with Twitter, ladies and gentlemen. See what the heck is going on. Little T in the chat, if we're ready to get on with Twitter. But by the end of this video, you will know what you need to do in order to do whatever it is that you want to do in life. You can accomplish anything, but I will teach you how to accomplish it. Okay? I will teach you how to accomplish it because I have learned the key and I will share it with you today. And if you take note and you do what I tell you, you have a higher likelihood of it benefiting your life in a tremendous way. In a tremendous way. Okay? This is a fundamental law, and I will share it with you. W in the chat, if you guys are ready, motherfuckers. Let's have a good stream today. I'm bringing the sauce, all right? I'm bringing the sauce. I'm gonna share it with you guys. I'm gonna tell you what's up. First, we gotta do spam that like button, like and unlike. Run that shit. Apparently, it helps the algorithm. I don't know. Somebody told me. Maybe they're just playing. Somebody said lower music. No. I'm good with the music. I'm enjoying myself here. We got one more song. I always intro with the three songs that I like. They're my Drake lo-fi. I hope I don't get copyright strikes from it. Who knows? But it doesn't really matter. Make sure you go get your pen and your paper right now. I gotta fucking fly here. Pen and paper. Okay, it's extremely important that you have it. Your life depends on it. I believe your life truly depends on it. But we're going to start off with Twitter, ladies and gentlemen, because you guys know the fucking ritual. This is how we do it from start to finish. Let's see the lunacy that is taking place in the world, okay? Now we're going to start with our friend Joe. You guys know Joe. But it ain't the Joe that you're thinking about today. All right? It ain't the Joe that you're thinking about. We're going to talk about Joe Rogan, ladies and gentlemen. Because I love this man, bro. JR is the best. He's the best. He's the best. I learned a lot from a lot of his content, and I appreciate the pioneering that this man is doing. Shout out to JR. One day we'll meet, all in due time. But in the meantime, we will react to one of his videos where he's talking about the Vatican. Okay, he's talking about the Vatican Church. So, I'm coming for the Catholics, I'm coming for the trannies, I'm coming for the feminist bullshit, I'm coming for the broke peasant mindset, I'm coming for the fucking haters, I'm coming for the Democrats, the reps, all of them, bro. All of them. Every single one of them is going to get hit on this channel. Every single one of them. Even us. I'll probably roast myself every now and then. But anyways, if you do not follow my Twitter, at Luke Belmar on Twitter, motherfuckers, we're going to have a good-ass stream today. It is Friday night. A lot of people are bullshitting. A lot of people are bullshitting. A lot of people are wasting time and energy, and they forgot what we talked about yesterday. They already forgot. They forgot. So, I'm about to lay down the hammer, guys, as we start with our good friend Joe. Joe, what is going on, Joe? Talk to me, because I thought that I could just have a good conversation here, but now I realize that the Catholic Church is also compromised. What the fuck? Okay, so before we get into anything, let's talk about the Vatican. Okay, and the Vatican is the home, the hub, the Mecca for the Catholic Church, right? If you guys haven't heard of the scandals of the Catholic Church, do your own research. It gets quite crazy out there, but I would just want to show you guys what the fuck's happening. So, shout out to Mike. Mike posted this. Let's go ahead and get started. Watch what Joe, our friend Joe, has to say about all this bullshit.
Even the outrage about things you should be outraged about, like Jeffrey Epstein, that outrage was balanced, right? Sort of, right? But what about
that was not. Where's the fucking black book, Joe? That was not balanced. That outrage was very small. Okay, the man deleted himself from the Matrix within a few days of being in prison. So we know this was bullshit. So come on, Joe, give me a little bit better.
Balanced, right? Sort of, right? But what about the Catholic Church? Like, why isn't everybody really freaking out about?
Well, I'll tell you why nobody's freaking out about the Catholic Church, because they've been brainwashed to be in an organization of 1 billion people that just label themselves something, and it's their alibi to being a pious, high quality individuals, where in reality it is a rotten place. The Vatican is rotten from the inside out. Yeah, I get it. I'm never gonna go visit the Vatican or shake hands with these pedos. I get it. I don't fucking want to. We're on this shit, all right? We're on the YouTube shit now. I don't need to go befriend no motherfucker at the UN or shit. Like, we're going to do our own thing. We're going to revolutionize and change how things are done around here. At least on my channel. And then we'll let the world do whatever the world does. But anyways.
In Italy. And one of the things.
So the Vatican is a little place, okay? A little place. I think it's like, I don't know, a couple acres. And it's what's remaining of the Roman Empire. It's its own country. They make their own rules, and they have some bullshit ass, pedophile ass rules. So, let's continue.
Things that's nuts is the Vatican is a country.
Yeah.
It's a country filled with pedophiles.
Yeah.
It's a country filled with pedophiles and stolen art. It's a small, like 100-yard, like what is it, 100 acres, I think?
And they also have the Vatican Bank, but we'll keep the Vatican Bank craziness for another day, where they basically hold a ton of criminals' money because they do their own books and they're not really accountable to international law. So any sort of criminal can just go in there, open up some bank accounts, and we have data of people have actually opened up bank accounts with the Vatican and deposited hundreds of millions of dollars, including Hitler.
Yeah, it's a 100-acre, country inside of a city filled with pedophiles.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is why I love America, man, because in the UK we have libel laws. So if you say something like that and you then
UK's for pussies.
have to be able to prove it, otherwise you can get sued.
Well, you can kind of prove.
You can hella prove this, bro. All we have to do is look at this. One simple search. Vatican pedophile scandal. Oh, no shit. Okay, shall we start with that one, or shall we go to a more reputable one? The Vatican. Oh, look. Perfect. Done. Right off the bat. All right. Right off the bat, we can know that sexual abuse scandals from the people that have relationships with
Pope Francis to resign
with God, right?
Over accusations.
That is the bullshit that we're dealing with. So, if you guys aren't familiar with it, somebody said I'm from the UK, fam. Bro, get the fuck out of there, bro. As nice as Ireland was, okay, there's so many other places in the world that are so much better. Do not fall for the trap that you need to live in this little fucking island like a little prisoner. Just like me in Puerto Rico, right? I'm on my way out now too, bro. I can't fucking do this island shit. It's like, it's nice, but I'm on island time. I need a little bit more faster pace. I need better roads.
Prove that. I mean, that's one. I mean,
I read the other day that I think it was until 5-6 years ago, the age of consent.
What do you think the age of consent was, ladies and gentlemen, for the Vatican to get married? I thought all these guys were celibate. I thought none of these guys could have sex. I don't know. Am I wrong here? So, what is the age of consent for the Vatican? Let me know in the comment section, chat, what you think. Okay, up until a few years ago, was the age limit to be married at God's Holy Land? Tell me, please. Tell me what you think the age of consent was in the Holy Land of God, where God resides. Tell me. Tell me in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Because I'll tell you, you guys are going to be mind fucked. Mind fucked. What is the age of consent? In the Pope's domain.
The other day that I think it was until 5-6 years ago, the age of consent in the Vatican City was 12 years old.
12 years old, the Vatican City, ladies and gentlemen. Up until a few years ago, the Vatican, the age of consent to have sex, right, was 12 years old. What the fuck are these Pope-ass motherfuckers? I thought they couldn't have sex. Why is there an age of consent that is 12 years, right? What the fuck is going on? Well, recently they switched it to 18 because, 12 was just, it was a little bit too old school, It was a little bit too traditional or some shit. Who knows? It was a little bit too obvious. But yes, the Vatican is full of pedophiles, and I could say it is one of the biggest criminal syndicates in the world, and that is facts.
In the Vatican.
Dude, all you have to do is convince motherfuckers, right? Very simple. All you have to do is convince motherfuckers that you are the messenger of God, okay? And at that point, anybody can do anything. Free for all, right? They went in, they pillaged people's land. They raped a ton of motherfuckers. The conquistadors said, hey, in the name of Christ, we'll just behead 1 billion people. We'll kill all the Indians. We'll kill all the North Africans. We'll kill the Muslims. We're going to take over the Holy Land. And it was just most likely a propaganda campaign. I would not doubt it, for conquest. And then they were all reduced basically to the Vatican. So It's a good start to the day.
City was 12 years old.
Wow,
Is that true?
real?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. And I was just like,
pull
wow.
that up.
Yeah.
Jamie's going to fact check
Yeah,
you.
yeah,
I hope
just-
that's not true.
Yeah.
What year did that change?
I think it was about 10 years ago, something
They
like
bump
that.
it up to 13?
Yeah. Make it respectable. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh my God, it's
Holy
true.
shit.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh.
The Vatican City's equal age of consent being raised from 12 to 18 following the announcement of an overhaul of the Catholic Church criminal code by Pope Francis. Francis is like the most progressive guy, right? In terms of popes.
Yeah, he is. I mean,
of
that's not
popes.
really saying a lot. Do you know what I mean?
Well,
Yeah.
the Benedict guy, he was wanted in other countries for crimes.
Yeah, Pope Benedict was wanted for crimes against humanity for doing some like atrocious stuff and hiding crazy shit. So when I tell you guys that the system is corrupt in every aspect, that's the truth, right? So from the religious institutions to the government institutions to the banking institutions, and these motherfuckers now, right? We'll talk about the GOV. They're trying to change, right? What a recession looks like. And we're going to jump into that right after. You guys are going to be mind fucked with that one, bro. It's going to be crazy.
Against humanity. I mean, like what he was doing was really evil. He was moving offenders to other places. And one of them, he moved a guy that went on to molest 100 deaf kids.
It's
100 deaf kids. That was the people that work for the Catholic Church at its highest level. So when I tell you that a lot of power corrupts, right? Absolute power corrupts absolutely. We know that this is, and we covered, how somebody can become a pope. But what I'm doing here is I'm giving you guys perspective, right? I'm giving you guys perspective. And don't forget, right? When we get done this stream, or at the end, later on in the stream, I'm going to show you guys the key to becoming wealthy. I'm going to show it to you guys because I'm getting a ton of DMs from people being like, okay, Luke, I agree with you. I agree with your perspective, but what now? So I'm going to teach you guys. W in the chat if you guys want to get taught.
It's absolutely insane.
100.
You know?
I mean, it's insanity. I mean, this guy was already molesting. And then they say, well, let's just, instead of trying him and removing him from the church, we'll just move him to a place where people can't hear. I mean,
It's amazing how people.
It's fucked up. That's the name of the game. So there we have the Vatican.